Hello, welcome to Empower IAS. Let's discuss sociology optional for UPSC Civil Services examination. Sociology, as we know, that is a very popular subject. We are having continuously in top 10, 20s from this optional sociology. So let's begin with what is sociology. What do you understand by sociology? I'm not talking about this sociology purely in a textual form. I'm just try to discuss this in a way that we can understand very much easily for a newcomer also. So let's see what is sociology. Actually, sociology, the subject matter of sociology is society, you can say. Sociology is a discipline where this sociology deals with some kinds of, you can say, behaviors of groupings of individuals. That is, deals with behavior of groups. Some groups, you can say any group, what kind of behavior they show for certain kinds of events, phenomena, whatever you can say, the behavior of a groups for a particular stimulus or whatever. So behavior of groups is the subject matter or the areas wherein sociology deals. Or you can say that when it gets larger, in a larger context, this sociology deals with behavior of society, or even further, if we take this sociology from larger context, this is the study of behavior of world taken together. So this sociology actually deals with some kinds of groupings or some kinds of aggregate of peoples. So this this aggregate of behaviors or the people behave, you can say there are some kinds of similarities or coherence in the behavior of a particular group. There are also some kinds of differences there where individual or individualities of every individuals play a role. So what kinds of this commonalities is there, and where does this differences comes about, and to what extent that differences is there. So these kinds of things are going to deal within sociology. So in sociology, you can say these similarities or the commonalities comes from culture. Where it is come from? Where does this commonalities come from? From the culture. Or we know that this culture is nothing but what we learn in our society, what we accept and what we share. So this is something that is learned, shared, and it is obviously accepted. The ideas, the way of living that is learned, shared, and very much accepted. So this is the culture. This becomes the basis of these commonalities of the behavior of some groups or society, or you can say sometimes even the response of this COVID situation all over the world have some kinds of commonalities. These commonalities comes from some kinds of this cultural or ideas that is there. Such common ideas, the common culture gives a common response or the common behavior. Under this culture, you can say we have another thing, that is values. That is values is actually one another thing is norms. Values are kinds of, you can say, that system that it's a you can say a larger thing under which you have to show your behavior. You are expected to behave like something or in some way. These values, like some societies gives values to economic, or you can say wealth, economy or the wealth. So some society where, like capitalist society, where in if you are having more wealth, you are giving certain kinds of different identity in your society. You are treated as successful in your society. So this is the values of this capitalist societies, wherein how to acquire those kinds of successes. They are under these values certain specific point at the certain specific points your behavior is governed, or that is through these norms. That norms actually are certain kinds of rules, regulations at certain points under this value system. Like if we are giving importance to the health of individuals or society, a kinds of value system in which the norms could be maintaining proper hygiene at a particular point, like at a time of having food, at a time of having certain kinds of you can say congregation and other things. So these things are called norms. Norms actually sometimes associated with positive and negative sanctions. Positive sanction is called rewards and negative sanction is punishment. When it is formally regulated by some government agencies, punishment and rewards is there. These norms, when it is formally coded or formally implemented, this is nothing but rules. So these are the things, that is culture, values, norms. This gives a kinds of commonalities to the behavior of a society. In sociology, we try to understand the commonalities of behavior of certain groups or society, or you can say the world. So this is the basic thing where sociology comes or is different from other discipline of social sciences. So these are the things in sociology. You have to think differently. You have to be imaginative in a way that it reflects social point of view. So these are the things, and we have to focus more on the commonalities. There are certain differences also. So to what extent that these differences are there in certain at certain point. So these things we are going to deal with sociology. Sociology is different from other subjects like psychology. Just to mention here, see, sociology is can say there are sociology of religion, There are sociology of work and sociology of education, sociology of religion, work, education and other things. So this, in this sociology of religion, how it is different from religion? How it is different from this theology? Or sociology of work, how is different from economics or economy? Sociology of education is how is different from the subject education, wherein MA in education, BA in education and B.Ed, M.Ed is there in faculty of education. You have seen this department's education department is different from this department of sociology in every universities. So how it is different? Because in sociology we can also see that religion is discussed, work, economy is discussed, education is discussed. This is all different because in every discipline, be it economics, education, religion, we are very much interested in the principles of that subject, devising the concepts related to that subject. But in sociology, what we are trying to understand or deal with is the effect of religion on the commonalities or the groups or the aggregate of the people. What are the effects and how it sometimes people are affected, sometimes people affect those institutions of religion also. So this is actually vice versa. So effect of religion on society or the behavior of society or the response of the society to certain ideas of the religion or education or the economy and the vice versa. This is the actually work of this sociology. That is why there are some kinds of overlapping of this other sociology overlapping. There are some certain kinds of overlapping with other subjects also. So that overlapping is not the overlapping of that orientation, because the sociology actually try to deal with this certain kinds of behavior of the groups. So these are the things which actually sometimes makes the aspirant, the students very much interested in the subject. So those who are who have this orientation of understanding the group behavior, the effects of certain kinds of institutions and agencies on the group behavior of the group, and the structure. This is the culture, values and norms. That is a kinds of giving the kinds of a structure to the society. So those who are very much interested in this these kinds of phenomena that are very they are very likely to understand the sociology easily, and in exam they are most likely to get more marks. So these are the things that is important here. Now here at Empower IAS we are offering different kinds of programs. Classroom contact programs are there, crash courses are there, mains test series with certain different modules are also available. One important, very demanding program we are conducting here is Sociology through Writing, in which those who are preparing or reading the things on own or have read earlier, they just wanted to check their or test themselves, they can also join this Sociology through Writing. And those who are very fresh, started to prepare for this exam, they can also join this Sociology through Writing, because this program is very much you can say it's designed in a way that it equally helps, or it is more helpful to those who are fresh aspirants through writing. Through writing, or you can say it's kind of reverse engineering technique, where through writing you understand your concepts clearly. So the clear understanding of the concept comes from the writing here, and this program is not you can say it's a 2.5 months program, and it is already going on. It is very demanding here at Empower IAS. So in this program, the entire syllabus is covered. Is syllabus subtopics from every subtopics. You can say the every nook and corner of the syllabus is covered in this sociology through writing within 2 to 2.5 months. So these are the courses that we are offering here at Empower IAS, wherein questions are designed in a certain different way. This is typically different from usual mains test series, wherein certain kinds of questions are there and you have to answer. But in this sociology through writing, we are designed the questions in a way that every subtopic is covered in a way that nothing is left behind. So our purpose here at Sociology through writing is to make your preparation foolproof. That is, every topic is covered under this program. So there are also there are many programs also, and these programs begins, or you can say that it is already is going on, and every 10 to 15 days certain new batches are started also. So this program, I think, is equally helpful for those who are very new, fresh, and they are preparing on their own at home or through different modes, and also to those who are preparing for a long time, who have done completed their syllabus earlier, and they just wanted to score high in exam. So this program is very much helpful for those. This sociology through writing is a program wherein after test you also got a session, that is the discussion session, wherein doubts are cleared and certain materials, that is you can say the required materials like model answer and other things are also provided. That is important points that you are required to put in your answer, that is there in our material provided after the test, and those points are also discussed in the discussion session. So thank you for listening this. So okay, thank you very much.